sleepy owl scream.
Where stories become nightmares.
The house that told me to kill.
They said I was lucky. Aunt Claudia left me a whole Victorian house in her will. Fully paid off, out in the sleepy town of Massachusetts. No strings attached, except for one. Don't go in the attic after 3 a.m. I laughed when I read that. A weird request, sure, but I chalked it up to old age or dementia. I hadn't seen Aunt Claudia in years. My mother stopped talking to her after the incident, but no one ever told me what actually happened. I moved in 2 weeks ago, and every night since then, I've heard footsteps above my bedroom, always after 3 a.m. The first few nights I ignored it. Old houses creak, maybe squirrels, maybe the wind. But the fourth night, I swear I heard someone walking. Deliberate, slow, from one end of the attic to the other. Then a loud thud like something heavy fell. I grabbed a flashlight, climbed the stairs. The attic door was locked, and I didn't have a key. That same night I had the dream, a woman, pale and dressed in black, brushing her hair in the attic mirror. Behind her, 2 bodies lay face down on the floor, their heads crushed. I woke at exactly 3:33 a.m. The sound of brushing still echoed in my ears. I finally asked the neighbor about Aunt Claudia. Her face went pale. She lived alone after the deaths, she said. What deaths? I asked. She shook her head. You really don't know, do you? Apparently, Aunt Claudia had a daughter and a husband, both found dead in the attic 20 years ago. Heads caved in with a firewood axe, no signs of forced entry. Claudia said she was sleepwalking. She was never charged, declared mentally unstable. Institutionalized, my stomach turned, and now the house was mine. That night I tried to leave, but my car wouldn't start. And when I walked out into the street, I heard it, that sound again, brushing, footsteps, and a voice soft, low, and female. She made me do it. I ran back inside. The attic door was open. That's when I saw it. A hand mirror sitting on the stairs, old, ornate. Its glass rippled like water. I picked it up, and for a moment, I saw someone standing behind me. Not a reflection, someone else. A woman, her eyes black as coal. She whispered, "Finish it." The next night, I barricaded the attic door. I drank half a bottle of wine just to sleep, but at 3:06 a.m., the sound returned. Tap, 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 coming from the mirror on my dresser. The one I brought downstairs without realizing it. I stared at it. My reflection blinked. I didn't. The next morning, I found something strange on my phone. A video. I don't remember recording it. It showed me asleep in bed, then rising, walking, holding an axe. I dropped the phone. I don't even own an axe. I decided to destroy the mirror. I took it to the backyard, smashed it with a hammer. But when I looked back up at the attic window, someone was standing there. Hair dark and wet, face pale and cracked like porcelain, holding a hand mirror. I confronted the attic that night. I forced the door open, flashlight shaking. Inside was dust, cobwebs, and at the center of the room, a trunk. I opened it. Inside were newspaper clippings about a different house, a girl named Margaret Wills, who killed her parents in 1893 with an axe. A quote from the police read, "She claimed the mirror made her do it." Said it showed her a different life, a different version of herself, one that obeyed. At the bottom of the trunk was that same hand mirror. It didn't make sense. Aunt Claudia hadn't killed anyone. She was just watching, like I was now. And then, everything snapped into place. The mirror didn't make you kill. It showed you what you did, just not yet. It showed you who you really are. I'm writing this at 2:58 a.m. The mirror is back on my dresser, even though I burned it last night. I see myself holding the axe again, but this time I know who I'm looking at. I didn't inherit the house. I inherited her curse. And tonight, I won't be able to stop myself, because when the clock hits 3:06, she takes over. and I finish what she started.
Subscribe for more stories.